Internet Governance presented by the Government of Russian Federation. Award was presented by the Scientific Advisor to the Honorable PM of India, Lal Purohit, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. United Nations of Canada has extended their appreciation.
His Excellency Sri Yogida Swamidan, Honorable Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation, Republic of Mauritius. Thanks, sir. Thanks for coming. And our guest of honor, Honorable Minister Dr. C. Vijay Bhaskar, Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Thanks for coming, ma'am. His Excellency Mr. Bharat Joshi, the British Deputy High Commissioner, Chennai. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming. Dr. Vishnu Prabhu, industrialist. The special invitees, sponsors and partners, press and media. உங்களோட சைலண்ட் எனக்கு புரியுது சில இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பீப்புளும் பின்னால் உட்காந்துருக்காங்க. பட் என்னன்னா ஆடிட்டோரியம் கெப்பாசிட்டி இவ்வளவுதான். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரோல எந்த அளவுக்கு எனக்கு இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தான் லாஸ்ட் ரோல கடைசியில் இருக்கவங்களும் எனக்கு ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். The pride and development of the nation is defined by the performance of youth. When the foreign countries celebrates gold medals and great achievements, we the Indians celebrate the bronze and silver. This made me to think to establish Youth Development Consortium. The YDC is doing exemplary work towards youth empowerment. We are very closely working with rural sector. I personally believe the youth in rural are highly committed, and in fact they are the one who are really looking for the opportunities. Chennai International Youth Fest is not an idea. It's a vision and mission for 1.2 billion population. Many times I thought of dropping this project. Many times I thought of dropping this project. You want to know why? One side at NCCS, National Cyber Safety and Security Standards, I am heading it. I get invitations from the Honorable Chief Ministers and the Prime Minister and the Presidents of many nations. I represented our country 5 times. In China I represented our country, in Russia I represented the country, in Dubai, like that, in so many countries, in Israel. On other side, for Chennai International Youth Fest, I have to stand in front of many gates for seeking your support. Sometimes I feel disappointed, but whenever I feel disappointed or depressed, or I will remember only one thing: never give up. I had a chance to meet the Colonel Nijamuddin, who is the personal bodyguard for Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He took 2 bullets to save our Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. I asked him many things, but I would like to share one question what I have asked him here. Sir, I haven't seen Netaji in person. I don't know what is his working style, but what made you to join with him and why you love him so much? This is the question I have raised. The answer from him: only 2 reasons. That time, nation demanded youth to work with him. Second, I saw him personally, that how many times he faced insults, criticism, backstabbing, and been cheated by so many people in his own army. But I never saw him getting disappointed or blaming others or afraid of insults. Undoubtedly, he only focuses on the destiny and what else you require to love him. What else? So, after knowing this fact, when such a great person faced so many insults and criticisms, who am I? I am not even a speck of dust in this world. So decided not to leave this project, I upholded it and it grown to this stature now. I don't believe in tomorrow. I believe in this day, this hour, this minute and this second. CIYF is becoming a great identity for Chennai. My dear friends, this is especially for the sponsors and partners. My dear friends, I speak what I deliver what I can. I assure you that CIYF will become the remarkable youth fest in this country. It will become remarkable youth fest in this country. I must thank Dr. Velan, Executive Director and CEO, Tata Realty Info Park Limited. ஒருத்தர் மேல வரணும் அப்படின்னா ஒருத்தர் தூக்கி விடணுங்களே. எனக்கு நேஷனல் சைபர் சேஃப்டி அண்ட் செக்யூரிட்டி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்ஸ்ல யாரும் தூக்கி விட வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. இட்ஸ் an official body, apex body. பட் இந்த சென்னை இன்டர்நேஷனல் யூத் ஃபெஸ்ட் இந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்துல ஒருத்தர் பேக்ல இருந்து புஷ் பண்ணணும். அந்த ஒரு புஷ் இஸ் டாக்டர் வேலன். 47,000 எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் இன்னைக்கு சென்னையில ஒர்க் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு இடத்தை உருவாக்கி கொடுத்தவர் டாக்டர் சி வேலன். 47,000 பேர் ஒர்க் பண்றாங்க ராமானுஜம் ஐடி சிட்டில. I must thank Srimati Vasanthi Stanley ma'am. Irrespective of politics, வேற பார்ட்டி இருந்தாலும் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்காக அவங்க எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ற சப்போர்ட் இஸ் unimaginable. She was in Delhi for 5 days to get something done for this program. Madam, I don't have words to thank you. I must thank Dr. Vishnu Prabhu, who is the main person to bring His Excellency Sri Yogida Ji, the Honorable Minister of Technology, Communication, Innovation, to this program.
Mauritius நாட்டுடைய புரியுதா சுவாமிநாதன் சார் அவர்களே, we heartily welcome you sir. இந்த சிறப்பான நிகழ்ச்சியிலே அன்போடும் அடக்கத்தோடும் ஆழ்கடல் எப்படி அமைதியாக இருக்குமோ அதுபோன்று ஒரு அமைதியாக அமர்ந்திருக்கும் மாண்புமிகு புரட்சி தலைவி அம்மாவுடைய நம்பிக்கை பெற்றவர், தமிழ்நாடு சுகாதார மற்றும் மக்கள் நல்வாழ்வுத்துறை அமைச்சர் அருமை அண்ணன் விஜய் பாஸ்கரன் அவர்களே, வணக்கம். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கும் நம்முடைய 2 அமைச்சர்களுக்கு ஒரு ஒற்றுமை இருக்கு. நம்ம யோகிதா சுவாமிநாதன் சார் மொரீஷியஸ் நாட்டுடைய he is the youngest minister in Mauritius. அதே மாதிரி நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டுடைய யங்கஸ்ட் மினிஸ்டர் அண்ணன் விஜய் பாஸ்கரன். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு 2மே ரொம்ப ஒரு பொருத்தமான ஒரு நிகழ்வாக அமைஞ்சிருக்குது. அதே போன்று பிரிட்டிஷ் டெப்டி ஹை கமிஷனர் மிஸ்டர் பரத் ஜோஷி சார், திவான் டு பிரின்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆர்காட் முகமது ஆசிஃப் அலி சார், ஃபார்மர் மெம்பர் ஆஃப் பார்லிமெண்ட் ராஜ்யசபா ஸ்ரீமதி வசந்தி ஸ்டான்லி மேடம், எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் டைரக்டர் அண்ட் சிஇஓ டாடா ரியாலிட்டி இன்ஃபோ பார்க் திரு டாக்டர் சி வேலன் அவர்களே, மற்றும் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு சென்னையிலே ஒரு அடையாளம் என்று சொல்வதை விட சென்னைக்கு ஒரு அடையாளமாக விளங்கி கொண்டிருக்கும் CIYF உடைய சேர்மன், என்னுடைய உடன் பரவா சகோதரர் டாக்டர் அமர் பிரசாத் ரெட்டி அவர்களே.
And to inaugurate this ceremony, but we came to know that the parliamentary session of Mauritius, without any thinking, for a while he accepted our invitation and promised a wonderful event. Next, our Tamil Nadu Health Minister, a young talent ministry in Health and Public Welfare Minister. During his regime, yes, today we can say that in Tamil Nadu, and organizing a big event
that includes project development management and property and campus operations, customer relationship management. Dr. Whalen is recipient CIA World Magazine and Real Estate Professional of the Year 2004. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Dr. C. Whalen. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Very participants of this event. And this event we all know. And I am also very happy to say, and people like us, we have to necessarily to be here and support.
The Government of India also has created skill development, youth skill development in 2015, where I am proud to say that you may be knowing that Chairman of Tata Consultancy, Mr. Ramadurai, who retired recently, was the first Chairman of that council, and it is a very good cause for the youth development. When the government of Tamil Nadu, central government are focusing on the youth development, this consortium kind of CIYF and AMR and various other forums, if they focus on youth development, certainly the country is going to lead the world in terms of prosperity, in terms of economical factors, and in terms of the strength in all means. I am very happy to share this morning hours, and it is nice, and I wish this event a grand success, and we all meet on 16th September again. Thank you very much.
From a relatively old country where the age of our population is going up, the Commonwealth, that amazing grouping which we are all members of, India has a very low age, and by 2020 the average age of an Indian will be 29 years old. And I think what that says to me is that at a time when this world is going through unique challenges, when we look at the challenges that we face from the financial crisis, challenges from climate change, challenges from terrorism and international crime networks, the challenges actually that technology brings. Technology brings lots of solutions, but it also brings lots of challenges, not least in terms of the impacts on jobs. So we are actually living in a world which, certainly in my 20 odd years as a diplomat, is as uncertain as it ever has been. And so those challenges fall on the shoulders of our young people. And that's particularly true of countries like India. For India to reach her full potential, you need all of your youth to be pulling India forward and developing that country. So I'm very proud to be able to support CIYF. I think organizations which are of the youth, for the youth, are absolutely the means of the future. So thank you very much for having invited me to support you. I wish you every success. Nandri, thank you.
Deputy High Commissioner by Srimati Vasanthi Stanley, former Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha.
Chairman of Chennai International Youth Festival, my dear brother Dr. Amar Prasad Reddy, and industrialist Dr. Vishnu Prabhu, Executive Director CEO Tata Realty Info Park Limited, Dr. Whalen, Nawab Zada, Dr. Muhammad Asif Ali, Diwan to Prince of Arcot, His Excellency Mr. Bharat Joshi, British Deputy High Commissioner, Dr. Vijay Bhaskar, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil Nadu, His Excellency Sri Yogita Swaminathan, Honorable Minister of Technology, Communications and Innovations, Republic Mauritius, and my dear Excellence awardees of Chennai International Youth Festival, dear press people and one and all here. Actually, as a part and parcel of this wonderful event, my dear brother Reddy should have given me either the welcome address or the vote of thanks. But here, I am here to felicitate him, not not because he has asked me to do it, asked me to be a part of this, but really I wonder, whenever there is an occasion, whether it is Women's Day, he calls Tamilisai Soundararajan cutting across the party lines. One side Congress, Vijay Dharani is there, another side from DMK, myself. And he provides us a platform to express our views. Another side, I just hear that he is donating tons and tons of rice to the poor and the needy. And one day, there is a exclusive letter from him, for him, from the United Nations, appreciating him for all his efforts that he is taking for the youth development. Yesterday, only yesterday evening, it was the governor of Tamil Nadu honoring him through a platform where even the prime ministers have come and felicitated. Like this, each and every day he is creating a history. I just wonder whether, how it is possible for him. Swami Vivekananda told, give me 100 powerful youth, I'll be able to build a powerful India. That shows Swami Vivekananda's faith in the youth, and at the same time, his confidence to build a powerful nation through the youth and his administrative skills.
First of all, I want to congratulate our dear brother Amar for having, as many of the speakers were saying, that our youth, our youngsters in our country have a lot of potential, and this event, this great event, it happens to be one of the channels in which we can tap the talent of the youth, I would say. But there are certain factors which have always, I felt personally, which have stopped our youth, especially from our great nation, India. We always talk about, when we talk about international events, very recently we have become competitive, but earlier we were struggling, and certain factors were there which we are trying to overcome, and which we have overcome. It could be very, very simple barrier, I would say. Many of our youth, what should I think of? Not speaking English becomes a big barrier these days. I don't know why. Because when I was in school, there were some students in other schools who could not speak one word of English, but were super talented in sports, in cultural activities, but they were closed in a shell. They couldn't come out. Why? Because they can't speak English. They had this, we call it inferiority complex. See, I have always told in my speech that every language is a great language. And I have told to these youth in many speeches that English is another language. It is not a measure of your talent or your intelligence. It is just another language, like Hindi is a language, Tamil is a language. So these kind of small barriers can be overcome, and these kind of events give an amazing opportunity. I believe the age is 16 to 32. Yeah, if you can make it 40, it will be great, I think. So I just made a few points which I wanted to talk about. We're talking about youth, and we're talking about 250 events, I think. But today, I would request our brother Amar, maybe in 3.0, you can add another event which can connect something with the heritage and culture of our nation, which I think our youth, especially our youth, are forgetting, are coming out of our own culture. The youth are coming out of our own heritage, and they want to adapt culture and heritage from other nations. Every nation's culture is to be respected. Every nation is a great nation. Likewise, our nation is also one of the greatest nations. And our history, our culture is beyond being great. I mean, we come from a very historic civilization, but today unfortunately, we are controlled by certain vested interests who have for their personal motives are using the fresh minds of the youth to corrupt them with the most sensitive topic, which when you talk about it hits you. I want to mention, I want to take this opportunity to mention that today they are being brainwashed on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste. I take this opportunity to say that we are in a very delicate situation, our nation. We are being forced to think that I'm a Muslim, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Christian. Small children are talking about this. I was shocked to hear this.
Honorable Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation, Republic of Mauritius, His Excellency, all the way from Mauritius for this inaugural. This shows commitment and his penchant of youth development. We are extremely honored to have you among us today, sir. Thank you. The Chennai International Youth Fest 18, CIF 18, is the second edition of the most excited conclave with more than 250 events engaging 5 lakh youngsters from across the globe. CIF 18 will be a 15 days extravaganza featuring a wide variety of talents such as cultural events, sports, martial arts, exhibition, etc. This program would develop the overall personality of students by making them not only excellent professionals but also a good individuals. This fest is to help youth of the country understand this potential and urge them to contribute to society in a more effective manner. We strongly believe that CIF will continue to inspiring young people and create a spirit of peace and unity, strengthen and reinforce national harmony and integration through a cultural perspective. The greatest wealth and strength of any nation of its youth. The future of the nation lives in the hands of the posterity. The quality of the youth determines the kind of the future of the nation will have. Therefore, if we want to ensure bright future of our country, we first need to strengthen and empower our youth. The youth of falling within the age group of 15 to 35 years constitute nearly 40% of the total population, which Dr. Valen said. This group of the most vibrant and dynamic segment, and this potentially is the most valuable human resource. The best way of the harness of the full potential of the youth is to channelize their energy into productive activities. Keeping this in view, Amma formed a Director of Youth and Welfare of formulating, implementing and monitoring schemes to assist the overall well-being and personality growth of the youth. I strongly believe CIF provides a platform to bring the youth of the country together in an attempt to provide them opportunity to showcase their talents in various activities under headed Amar Prasad Reddy, which all mentioned here. Tamil Nadu has always been a trendsetter in all the aspect of health sector. Yes, we are the trendsetter. Even Honorable Prime Minister quote, Tamil Nadu's success model in health sector should replicate it by other states. Our Honorable former Chief Minister Madam used to say, you don't compare our state in health system with neighboring state. You don't compare with our state with Kerala, Karnataka. You compare with well-developed nation. That is our vision, that is our mission. So, it is heartening to share that the Tamil Nadu was adjudged best performer in cadaveric organ transplantation program, thrice continuously by Government of India transplantation program. It is a very rare honor. This would not have been possible but for the benevolent act of the donor families in a most trying time. An organ donor saves lives of at least 7%. One of the major campaigns that would have been driven through this festival is the organ donation through the marathon and other events. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare would be supporting this campaign strongly. Organ donation drive is an initiative by the CIF to spread awareness about organ donation, which exemplifies nobles of deeds giving life. The campaign aims at educating the masses about the organ donation, removing myths around it, and encouraging them to sign up as prospective of organ donors. I take this wonderful opportunity to place and record my heartiest appreciation for this noble initiative of CIF. This prestigious event has been organized by Dr. Amar Prasad Reddy, Chairman of Chennai International Youth Fest, and his team meticulously. I know him personally of many years. He is also a great social worker. To top it all, he is the gem of person. என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்களை பாராட்டுக்களை அமர் பிரசாத் ரெட்டி நண்பர் அவர்களுக்கு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். எனக்கு கூட அவரை முதலில் ஜல்லிக்கட்டு பேரவையினுடைய நிர்வாகியாக தான் தெரியும். அதற்கு பின்னால் தான் ஐ வில் கம் டு நோ தட் ஹி ஹஸ் மல்டி பர்சனாலிட்டி. என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்களை. அமர் பிரசாத் ரெட்டி எடுக்கக்கூடிய வசந்தி ஸ்டான்லி அவர்கள் பேசும்பொழுது பல்வேறு கருத்துக்களை சொன்னார்கள். அவர் எடுக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா நன்முயற்சிகளுக்கும் அரசு துணை நிற்கும் என்பதை நான் ஒற்றை வரியில் அரசு சார்பிலே நான் உறுதிபட தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். Government will extend the full support for his all good initiatives regarding youth and all youth welfare. பொதுவாக சொல்லுவாங்க, வெள்ளத்தனைய மலர் நீட்டம், மாந்திரதம் உள்ளத்தனைய உயர்வு. ஒரு எண்ணத்திற்கேற்ப வாழ்க்கை என்பதுதான் அதனுடைய பொருள். அந்த அளவிற்கு இன்னும் வேடிக்கையாக சொல்லணும்னா, இளைஞருடைய கையில் தான் எல்லாம் இருக்கிறது என்று சொல்வார்கள். பெரிய ஒரு ஞானி இருந்தார். அந்த ஞானியை ஒரு இளைஞன் சீண்டி பார்க்க ஆசைப்பட்டான். ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு இந்த இளைஞர்கள்லாம் அப்படி தான் இருக்காங்க. நேராக அந்த ஞானிகிட்ட போய் இந்த இளைஞன் கேட்டானா, ஒரு போகிறப்பே ரொம்ப டெக்னிக்கலாக ஒரு வண்ணத்து பூச்சி பட்டர்ஃப்ளை அதை பாக்கெட்டில் போட்டு எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிருக்காரு. அந்த ஞானிகிட்ட போய் இந்த இளைஞன் கேட்குறான், நான் ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் உங்கள்கிட்ட கேட்குறேன், நீங்கள் சொல்ல முடியுமா? சொல்ல முடியும். ஏன்னா இட்ஸ் வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் டு ஹேண்டில் த யூத். அதுக்காக சொல்கிறேன். ஹவு எஃபர்ட்ஸ் பெயின் தட் யூ ஆர் டேக்கிங், இல்லை இட்ஸ் வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட் டு ஹேண்டில் த யூத் அப்படின்றதுக்காக உங்களுக்கு உதாரணம் சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன். அப்போ அந்த பட்டர்ஃப்ளையோடு போன அந்த இளைஞன் கேட்குறான் அந்த ஞானிகிட்ட, நான் ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் உங்கள்கிட்ட கேட்குறேன், என்னுடைய பாக்கெட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பட்டர்ஃப்ளை, நீங்கள் எல்லாம் தெரிந்த ஞானி, இந்த பட்டர்ஃப்ளை உயிரோடு இருக்கா செத்து போச்சா அப்படின்னு தான் கேட்குறான். அந்த பையன் மூடி வச்சுக்கிறான். ஞானி ஒரு முறை பார்க்குறான். இந்த பையன் இந்த காலத்து யூத்து ரொம்ப டெக்னிக்கலாக கேட்டு வந்திருக்கிறாரு. ஒருவேளை அந்த பட்டர்ஃப்ளை இறந்து போச்சுன்னு சொன்னால், இல்லையே பாக்கெட்டில் இருக்க பட்டர்ஃப்ளை எடுத்து பறக்க விட்டு இங்கே பாருங்க பறந்துருச்சு, உயிரோடு இருக்குது, உங்களால் தப்பாக தான் நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்க, உங்களால் சொல்ல முடியல. ஒருவேளை அந்த ஞானி யோசிக்கிறாரு, பட்டர்ஃப்ளை உயிரோடு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னால் அப்படியே கையை வச்சு பச்சக்குன்னு ஒரு அமுக்கு, அதுக்கப்புறம் எடுத்து இல்லையே இது இறந்து போயிடுச்சே அப்படின்னு காமிக்கலான்னு பையனோட திட்டம். உடனே ஞானி அதை புரிந்து கொண்டவர் ரொம்ப அழகாக ஒரே வார்த்தையில் சொன்னார், உன் பாக்கெட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பட்டர்ஃப்ளை உயிரோடு இருக்கிறா இல்லை இறந்து போயிடுச்சா அப்படின்றது அந்த எதிர்காலம், அந்த வண்ணத்து பூச்சியுடைய எதிர்காலம் உன் கையில் தான் இருக்கிறது, உன் பை மேல் நீ வைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய கையில் தான் இருக்கிறது என்று அழகாக சொல்கிறார். நான் இதை எதற்காக சொல்கிறேன் என்று சொன்னால், இந்த பட்டத்து பூச்சியை போலதான், இந்த வண்ணத்து பூச்சியை போலதான் இன்றைக்கு வானிலை வண்ணங்களாக சிறகடித்திருக்கக்கூடிய இந்த இளைஞர்களை கையாளுவது என்பது மிக மிக கடினமான காரியம். ஆக அந்த இளைஞர்களை கையாளுகின்ற 10 லட்சம் இளைஞர்களை ஒருங்கிணைத்து கையாளுகின்ற நன்முயற்சியை அமர் பிரசாத் ரெட்டி வித் ஆல் யுவர் சப்போர்ட், வித் ஆல் அவர் சப்போர்ட் நீங்கள் லீட் எடுத்திருக்கீங்க. டெஃபினெட்லி இட்ஸ் எ குட் லீட், குட் இனிஷியேட்டிவ். வி வில் சப்போர்ட் யூ. குறிப்பாக மீடியா பார்ட்னர் தினமலருக்கும் டைம்ஸுக்கும் என்னுடைய
Thank you very much for all the support that you are extending for CIYF 2.0, sir.
Mr. Vijaya Bhaskar, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil. First of all, I would like to say a few words in Tamil, the mother tongue of my ancestors who came from India. But you will excuse me for my pronunciation. Nan ingu irupadu migavum santosham. நான் தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருப்பது என் வீட்டில் இருப்பது போன்று உணர்கிறேன். ஏன் என்றால் என் ரத்த சந்தோகள் இங்கு Irukiragal. Tamil Nadu, Tennudaya, Kalacharam, Matu, Panbumidu, Migavum, Peyur, Ponnadu. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, allow me to thank the organizing committee for inviting me as chief guest for the Chennai International Youth Festival 2018. I'm deeply honored to have the privilege to talk about the importance of supporting initiatives towards empowering our youth, the leaders of tomorrow. We are gathered here to help young people understand their immense potential and incite them to contribute to society as effectively as possible. I have no doubt that this Chennai International Youth Festival will succeed in strengthening and reinforcing national and international harmony, in making cultural integration a reality, and in inspiring young people to excellence. Dear delegates, young people constitute a significant portion of the world's population. Right now, the number of young people between the age of 15 and 24 is 1.1 billion, which is about 20% of the global population. If we include children and therefore take into account all those aged 24 years and younger, we are about 40% of the world's population. Interestingly, the largest concentration of youth is in Asia and the Pacific. At this point, it is important that we, as policymakers, ask ourselves, are there challenges that this group is facing, and if yes, which one? Today, millions of young people face the prospect of poverty, early marriage, early childbearing, incomplete education, and threat of HIV and AIDS. Approximately 1/4 billion of young people live in extreme poverty, that is, on less than $1 a day. Most live in countries with the largest inequality between the rich and the poor, mainly in sub-Saharan Africa. Finding solutions to poverty and providing better education can definitely lead to better employment opportunities, more successful careers, and in general, a better life. Dear delegates, education is the passport to a better living. Globalization is reshaping the lives of young people worldwide. There are many different kinds of globalization, including economic, socio-cultural, and governance related. They are increasingly the interconnectedness of world's nation and people. The benefit and the progress often associated with economic globalization mostly accrue to developed countries and the wealthy. At the same time, privatization of services, the concentration of wealth in the northern hemisphere, and the widening gap between rich and the poor disproportionately affect young people, limiting their opportunities for healthy life. As a matter of fact, young people represent a large proportion of the world unemployment. This is not normal. Free trade laws have increased the number of export-oriented manufacturing industries, EOM. Multinational corporations have been quick to open such export-oriented manufacturing entities in developing countries to benefit from the plentiful supply of cheap labor. Poor young people, especially poor young women, are the largest group of workers in the EOMs, as they leave rural areas in search of employment. These young people often suffer from lax enforcement of labor codes and even human rights abuses. As responsible political actors, we need to guarantee a better and more egalitarian approach to policies directly impacting the life of youth. I'm convinced that young people have much to say about what they need to succeed. I'm convinced that young people also have to say on how to make our countries as successful as possible. For example, the United Nations has a list of 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and I believe that young people are key in accomplishing them. Goal number 2, zero hunger. Goal number 12, reasonable consumption and production cannot be solved without involving young people of the country. I am of opinion that government need to include young people in coming up with and implementing strategies towards achieving these goals. wouldn't it be good as well that young people form part of the official delegation who participate at the UN on the Sustainable Development Goals? Dear friends, allow me now to explain what is being done in my country, Mauritius, for young people. As you may know, today I'm the Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation of the Republic of Mauritius, one of the youngest ministers and ranked number 6 of the present in the government hierarchy. I occupied the post of Minister of Youth and Sports. When I joined the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I first asked myself how the young people of Mauritius were faring. Were they happy? Did they feel that they were involved and thus had an important role to play in the development of their country? I decided to equip them with the right set of skills and values. To do that, I introduced the National Youth Voluntary Scheme, aiming to create opportunities for youth to engage in volunteering activities at regional and national levels. I strongly believe that engaging youth into social activities and building intergenerational bridge can be an answer for a country like Mauritius, which has an aging population. When I joined the Ministry of Technology, Communication and Innovation, I decided to give the necessary tools to our young people to allow them to build the Mauritius of tomorrow. In this
Thank you, sir. Appreciate this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to appreciate her, please. Next, I would like to welcome Park College of Engineering and Technology. Next, I would like to welcome the Purvika Mobiles, Mr. Shiva Engineering and Technology, Park Group of Institutions, Kalanyar Karnataka Institute of Technology, Solar College of Technology, Excel